Welcome to the IBM Systems Energy Estimator. I'm Aaron Jason D'Souza and I'm a user experience designer. This presentation and demo will give you an overview of the IBM Systems Energy Estimator tool along with a walkthrough of the basic functions and features that are available to users. Before we look at the Systems Energy Estimator, we're going to cover some of these topics that will give you an overview of the tool. Here's what you can expect. Why is energy estimation data important for your customers? How can you, as an IBM seller, benefit from energy estimation data? What is the IBM Systems Energy Estimator tool? How does this tool calculate energy consumption of IBM systems? Which are the IBM systems that the tool can calculate energy for? And finally, where can you find the energy estimator? We must first understand the need for energy estimation data from our customer's perspective. Customers often make hardware upgrades to stay current and take advantage of faster processing and the latest technology that IBM has to offer. As part of the decision making process for purchasing new hardware, customers prefer to make informed choices based on several factors, one of them being energy or electricity consumption estimation. Customers or potential customers often request energy consumption data for IBM hardware from IBM sellers. This data is useful when it comes to capacity planning or mechanical and electrical sizing for their data centers. Technical specialists perform capacity planning and sizing for customers to ensure that the data centers are operating at optimum efficiency when it comes to the cost of running and maintaining servers. Energy consumption for enterprise and scale out servers varies depending on the models, utilization, and configuration of systems. This data helps customers in projecting the total cost of ownership of IBM Power Systems. Additionally, organizations today are becoming increasingly conscious of monitoring their carbon footprint, reducing energy consumption, and often have internal initiatives in place to collect energy consumption data. As an IBM seller, you'll want to ensure that you're not only addressing your customers' hardware requirements, but that you're also providing sufficient data that helps them make informed choices. If you approach your targets armed with such data and analysis, it will help you in preparing competitive bids that will give you an edge in retaining your customer's business or even convert a prospect into a customer. To support your pre sales activity of providing energy consumption data, IBM has developed a web based tool called the IBM Systems Energy Estimator. It can be accessed from anywhere at any time. You can use this tool for estimating the typical energy requirements for user defined IBM Power Systems under normal operating conditions. The energy estimator that is live today has been redesigned with a new user interface and improved features and functionality that makes this tool more user friendly than previous versions. Let's look at the process involved in calculating and retrieving the energy consumption data for IBM Power by using the energy estimator tool. For energy calculation, the tool first requires input, which is a specific system configuration that's defined by the user. The configuration inputs include the selection of a system model and may include processor feature codes, the number of active cores, the number of dual inline memory modules, number of installed PCIe adapters, disk units, expansion resources, and the desired CPU utilization. The section on the right of your screen is a snapshot from the tool of the selected system configuration defined by the user. The energy estimator calculates the selected configuration based on predefined measurements for server models and feature codes, thus providing the output or energy estimation results. The tool provides the estimated energy in units of watts and BTU per hour. Watts is the common unit for describing power consumption as heat output. BTU per hour is frequently used for estimating cooling requirements. On the right of your screen is a snapshot of how the output or results are displayed. The current version of the energy estimator only supports estimations for power rate and above. Calculations for previous generations of power have been discontinued Due to the nature of business requirements, which now mainly focus on growing the Power 8 and Power 9 generations of servers. The exciting news is that Power 10 systems will be added to the list by GA, so you will now be able to generate energy estimates for the new generation of Power 10 servers. The energy estimator can be easily accessed by IBMers and external users. Use the short URL on screen to navigate to and bookmark the IBM Systems Energy Estimator. As an IBMer, you will sign in with your W3 ID to reach the homepage of the tool. External users can sign in by creating an IBM ID. Now that you're familiar with the concepts of energy estimation for IBM Power Systems, let's take a closer look at the Systems Energy Estimator tool from a user's perspective. I'll walk you through the layout and navigation options, and then I'll cover the basic functions and features of the tool, including defining system configurations and using the controls of the calculator. You'll also learn how to view and export the estimation results of the tool, and finally, I'll show you how to reach the tool administrators for support and guidance. Let's switch over to the browser to navigate to the Energy Estimator tool. Log in with your W3 or IBM ID and then accept the cookies policy to continue. This is the homepage of the Energy Estimator. The top navigation bar includes links to the homepage, the calculator, and the help page. To begin calculating your energy requirements for IBM Power Systems and servers, click the Start Here button or navigate to the calculator from the top menu bar. When the calculator page loads, you can select a method for defining the system configuration. There are three options. The first, create a new configuration, which allows you to start a new energy estimation from scratch, or restore saved configuration, which allows you to restore a configuration that was previously created by using the tool. And finally, the import econfig file, which allows you to import a predefined configuration file in an XML format. This file could have been created by using the IBM configuration for eBusiness tool. Let's use the first method to create a new configuration. The next step is to define the system configuration. For this demo, let's try and accomplish a simple task. To calculate the energy estimates for IBM Power Systems E980, which has a maximum core capacity of 192 cores. The list of all systems available for energy estimation are already displayed in the table. To easily find the E980 model in the table, use the server generation drop-down to select Power 9. This will eliminate all the Power 8 entries. Alternatively, or to further filter the list of systems, type E980 in the search by model text box. In this case, we are presented with a list of multiple E980 systems with varying maximum core capacities. Based on our requirement for a maximum core capacity of 192, let's select the first E980 system in the table. Once a system has been selected from the table, the panel on the right displays the default configuration for that selected system. This includes the feature codes for the various components and their quantities. The controls of the calculator are also displayed now that there is system information in the right panel. These controls enable the user to work with configurations, specifically to restart, calculate, save, and edit. The main section of the page contains an interactive form that allows you to customize the configuration. As changes are made in this form, they are reflected in the summary on the right panel. The tool calculates all the data in the right panel and produces an energy estimate based on this data. Notice that when the expected CPU utilization changes in the main form, it is also reflected in the selection in the right panel. Similarly, all the form components get added to the right panel as you interact with the form. You can learn more about each component by clicking on the information icons. All components of the system can be customized, such as changing the default values of the number of cores, installed memory, or the dual inline memory modules, DVD, and PCI preferences. as well as adding expansions. The Power Systems E980 model we have selected comes with drawers, and you can add multiple drawers if required. Select a drawer to customize its configurations. Once added, you can just as easily remove the drawers. Review your selections in the right panel, and when you're ready, click on Calculate to view the estimated energy consumption for your selection. And now we can see the estimated energy consumption measured in watts and BTU per hour. The tool displays three scenarios of energy consumption based on our configuration. It shows estimates for when the CPU is running at 100% utilization, followed by our expected utilization, which we customized, and in a static power mode. In case you want to edit any configuration details, for example, change the expected utilization or change the number of active cores, now that we've already got a calculation, you can still go back one step in the process by going to the right panel and clicking on Edit. You can now edit the values in the form and see the values getting updated in the right panel. And then click Calculate again to get your energy estimation. These results can be easily exported to a PDF document by clicking on the Export Results link. It downloads a PDF to your local system and contains the configuration and energy estimation results. Let's now try and use the save and restore configuration functions of the tool. We'll start by creating a new configuration. We'll customize some components like the active cores, the dual inline memory modules, and the media backplane. We can even customize the number of SSDs to be added. We can now use the save function from the right panel to download a JSON file to our local system. This file has the configuration details and it can be used for future calculations. Let's restart and try to restore the saved configuration. Browse your local system to find a JSON file. Here's the file we created and saved earlier. Once it's uploaded in the tool, we get an instant energy estimation. The system's details in the right panel is the same custom configuration that we created earlier. We can now try the third method for defining a system's configuration. Let's restart and use an e-configuration file. For this demo, we have saved on our local system a configuration file that was created using the IBM Configurator for eBusiness tool. Upload the file to the Energy Estimator tool. This opens up a configuration that has predefined system details. This file contains details for three systems, and the details for each can be seen in the right panel by expanding each row. Although the file has a predefined configuration, we have to specify the expected CPU utilization before we can calculate the energy estimates. The results show the energy estimates for each system that was defined. These estimates can be exported to PDF. The configuration details and corresponding energy consumption will be shown for all three systems. We have now seen how to use the tool's features and functions. For basic instructions on using the tool, users can navigate to the Help and Support tab from the top menu. Here you will find some overview information about the energy estimator. There's also a How To section which has basic instructions on using the calculator. If you require any additional support or would like to report a bug or give feedback, you can use this form to send us your query. You also have the option to attach screenshots for reference. We'd appreciate your feedback and would like to know how the tool can meet your expectations. And we can assure our users that we will be making continuous enhancements and updates to the tool.